Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Max's Perspective podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Today, let's talk about movie theaters. So, I have a question about, is there any difference between movie theaters in Taiwan and movie theaters abroad? Not just the movie theater, but the way people behave in the movie theaters and the things they do. So my experience, I would say it's pretty similar. I don't think there's a big difference between Taiwan and the countries that I've been to or lived in where I've watched movies. I've heard some Taiwanese people say that in Taiwan, Taiwanese people might make more noise, but I don't know. I think it's generally okay. People laugh when there's something funny, but I've never experienced any really rude behavior. So I think it's all pretty normal. One thing that's a little bit different is the concept of bringing in food. So especially like hot food that's going to smell. That to me is pretty offensive. And I don't think that should be allowed because it's just, that's going to affect me and the people around it so much. Nobody wants to smell your food. So, yeah, that's a bit weird. But I've never really had a big problem with that, but I do know it happens. But everything else is pretty normal. Like the theaters, the tickets, even the prices. A little bit expensive in Taiwan. Could be cheaper, but I think it's okay. And the popcorn and drinks and everything is fine. One thing I've noticed, I'm sure this happens in all countries, so I'm not saying this about Taiwan. I'm sure it happens everywhere. But many years ago, talking was something we didn't want, a rude thing to do, and maybe the smell of food or something. And there's a new thing in recent years, and that's somebody in front of you playing on their phone. Because you see somebody's screen, you just see a little light in front of you, and it's so distracting. So I've had that in a few movies. I don't think people should play on their phones in a movie because everyone behind them can see this little light on, and it's a light that with darkness behind it, so it really sticks out and it's really annoying. So yeah, don't play on your phones in the movie theater because everyone behind you will hate you. And here's your question for today. What do I say is the new problem that has come into movie theaters that people do to make it a bad experience? Is it A, talking? Is it B, laughing? Is it C, playing on your phone? Or D, bringing in hot food? Okay, that is it. No major differences, but maybe I'm wrong because I haven't been to every country in the world, so I don't really know. And all the movies I've watched in the last few years have been in Taiwan. Tell me your experiences. Which countries have you watched movies in? What was the differences that you noticed? For me, I would say in general, it's pretty much the same. One thing I like in Taiwan, which I think is clever, I don't often do it, but I think it's clever, is those second run movies. So it's older movies, maybe 1 year old or 2 years old, and they're on some theaters and they're only 50 NT. That's really clever. I've never been to that in other countries. So yeah, good one. All right. Thanks everyone. See you.